Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 164.
With really nice mics.
I'm Darius, and I'm here with Nolan.
Only nice mics, because, yeah.
That's Zach. We here, though.
Yeah, we
Weekly.
in spirit, at least.
Yeah. Shout out to Steven. Happy birthday.
Was it his birthday?
Yeah, May 12th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, it was like in between. Yeah, you know. He gonna be back. Don't worry. Don't ask me, though. But also, I know he gonna be back.
He made an excuse today. He should have been back today.
Yeah, he should have been back today. I thought today was the day. You know, but he got exposed. So, you gotta, because he might have that vid. And I ain't trying to miss no work. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's cooking me, but you can't miss no work. Taxes are still, uppercutting Nolan. Got a Shoryuken today.
Yeah.
Zach moving units over there, so, he busy. That's all right. Also be busy? Max Payne.
Banger of the week, banger of the week, banger of the week, banger of the week.
Yeah. Well, Max Payne's got at least the remake of 1 is coming out, but they're allegedly to be remastering 3, which may come out before the remake of 1.
Okay.
Allegedly. This is all, rumors and whatnot for Rockstar.
Is that going to be like a separate game, or if you already have the original Max Payne, it's just going to get the Unreal Engine code or whatever it is?
No, you already know you're going to have to buy this.
The original Max Payne was on fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, PC, but yeah.
What are you talking about? Nobody, bro. It was on Xbox, Zach, like you said.
No,
You
the
don't-
console
you-
version of Max Payne was
you
not
can't-
Max Payne.
You
The
cannot
console
play.
version of... You hear that?
No, seriously, look it up. They couldn't
I
get
played
the game.
it. I played
They
Max
couldn't-
Payne. I was on the console.
Max
I had a
Payne 1
controller.
Max Payne 1 on the consoles was like a shadow of what the PC version was. Now, Max Payne 2 was fine. It was the whole game. Max Payne 1
What was different?
Yeah, well, you saw what happened, right? When you played it, Zach, on Xbox?
Yeah.
You saw the whole story?
Yeah.
And all the missions.
So what was different?
It didn't have all the stuff in it. It didn't have all the
You just keep on
missions.
saying stuff and things. I'm not hearing
I
what
don't
the
remember
difference
exactly, man. I'm working on 3.5 hours sleep.
is. You're not special.
It didn't have stuff and stuff.
Things, stuff. Rick Grimes.
I'm going to type in this Google machine
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's going to be so bad,
the
bro.
difference
Search
between
this.
Max Payne on Xbox and Max Payne on PC, and it's going to say nothing.
But that AI-generated answer is going to be so gross. It's going to talk about chocolate syrup or something. It's going to be so stupid. You know what we talking about today? We're going to talk about how you all have ruined the internet.
Yeah.
Like, the internet used to be this thing of infinite possibilities and wonderment. And now it's just, it's drunk. That's what it seems like. It's like you asking a drunk person a question. Like, he might kind of say some of the stuff that might be about what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
But when you really, listen to it, you're like, hey, wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about nothing. Like, you used to be able to ask a simple question. Somebody put, could you make a certain drink with gasoline? It was like some sort of mixed drink, like let's say a Bloody Mary, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like being like, of course it's going to tell me not to do that. And it's like, yeah, you can. Here's how you can do it. Why? It used to be like, no, don't do that.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the internet is the new Darwin kind of,
There's.
It's not it's not filtering nobody out.
It doesn't look like there's any content difference, except for they shaved parts of levels just so it runs better on consoles. But they didn't. There's no actual content difference. It just runs better on PC, which is obvious.
No,
Especially back then.
I ran the same.
Today, consoles are very close to PCs. They're the closest they've ever
They're
been.
basically PCs.
Yeah. Prior to now, it's always been PC better. Master Race.
For the most part.
Such.
And, well, there was that little period where they started making everything on console first and then porting it to PC.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh. Like the world should be.
And the PC always ran it better.
It did.
Yeah, but it was like
Unless it got the
but they
buggy
were
port
half-assed
version.
ports of console games though, like Splinter Cell.
Pandora,
No,
Chaos,
no,
Like
Double
tomorrow.
Agent.
Double Agent. That was the
I didn't say
worst example of it. It was so bad. You could not remap the buttons because it had to work like the console version because it was just the Xbox version that they threw on
Xbox was
consoles.
a PC. It had a hard drive.
You could. There were no more keyboard and mouse controls on it because
Double
it was
Agent
just
was
the Xbox
360.
version of it. It was just a lazy console port
See, that's a good time.
instead of making a PC version, and they did that crap for years before they
Ubisoft?
finally started.
like during
No,
the-
just a bunch of different companies, but that was
Yeah,
like
it
that
was during the
to me,
360 PS3 era.
Yeah, and to me
Console
that
was
was
king,
that
baby.
was that was like the worst thing because it was like if there was a game on a console and there was a PC version, I was scared to play the PC version of it
Oh yeah, some of that stuff wasn't working back then.
because it was just a half-ass version of the console version, a half-ass port of the console.
Well, that's when you
version.
start having people like. That's when I first started hearing about like corrective mods. It was around the 360 PS3 era where it's like, hey,
Well,
they ported this game badly, so we came up with a mod to make it run better.
Yeah, I mean, really, folks have been doing that for a while, but yeah.
Not like how I said.
So, but Max Payne,
Yeah, Max Payne 3 in particular. This is my favorite one. Like I like all of them. Like they're all fun. I played the second one the least.
I love Max Payne too.
No, it was good. It's really good.
I was like, man, I must play through that game 6 or 7 times.
The Max Payne 3. This was one of those games that also had like a little short-lived multiplayer run. Like when it first came out, before people figured out whatever the glitches and all that stuff was that they wasn't gonna patch because this was Xbox 360 era.
People still speedrun Max Payne 3.
Do they?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Summit will jump on and work on speedruns once a year.
Really? That's fun.
So I've only played. I only like my general rule. I only play games one time usually.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen this game played a lot because I've watched Summit speedrun it multiple times. And
Let me ask you this about the speed run. Is it about just finishing the levels as fast as possible, or is it like no damage speed runs or something?
it's finishing as fast as possible on the hardest difficulty.
Gotcha. Phew, man, that game get hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That
Well,
sounds-
yeah, and on the hardest difficulty, you can only take 1 or 2 shots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, imagine not being the bullet sponge in Max Payne. That's one of the things I really liked about this game. It was like I didn't have to like be perfect, like because the way the story is always presented, it's like he's not perfect. Like he's barely escaping these situations in a lot of cases, but he's like he keeps doing it though. It just keeps happening. And like with this one being not in like the cities and everything, and being in, I don't know if it's actually Mexico or if it's like a fictional Mexican town that you go through, but it's kind of like it also.
It's not Mexico.
What is it?
I think it's like Brazil.
Is it Brazil? It might be. So it is below the United States of America. It is south. I know that sounds bad, but it is.
Geography.
Yeah, geography,
Wise.
bro. It's crazy. But yeah, like just like going through the favelas and all that stuff was really cool. Like all the set pieces. Like this was around the time of like this Uncharted, where it was like these third person single player adventures with these big set pieces and all that stuff. Just fun, man. Shut your brain off. Have some fun. And a bullet time. Okay, you can make stuff go real slow and hit like a bunch of shots at once. Pop, 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 pop. Feel like an action hero. Who don't want to feel like an action hero?
It's true.
We need a remake of this.
So Summit is third all time.
What's the time?
So number 1 is 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Gosh. The game ain't that long, but like that's condensing it. Because this usually every time I run through it, it's like a 10 hour.
Yeah, 6 to 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the missions are like I really want to see it one day. I got to watch that now. Like if you ever catch it, like let me know, because I want to see how he's going through each of those levels so fast. Like what can you do to speed it up? Because I'm just fighting stuff as it shows up. I'm trying to go fast too. I'm sure he's got all the enemies memorized and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that and knowing which enemies to how to kill certain enemies to to skip certain cutscenes.
Oh yeah, because I mean, just off the top of my head, there's areas with like stage hazards and stuff where you could probably maximize the number of kills you get. You know, this is also during the time of every sort of encounter with people involved exploding barrels. So you got to shoot stuff to blow it up, man. You know, that's what's one of the things we really haven't seen a lot of with this current gen is like
Floating barrels?
yeah, well, like games that like centered around it.
Is that what we need?
We do.
Is that what we're missing from current games?
I mean, I feel like there's always room for all of these things. Like there's room for, you know, the wave of really good turn-based JRPGs that we're getting, right? And probably will continue to get at least for the next couple of years based on some of the stuff I'm seeing. We still have the one after Sea of Stars, the other 2D one that we talked about.
Threads of Fate?
Threads of Fate. Like like whatever that is.
When is the release date for that?
Yeah, look that
Still
up.
no release date.
No?
No.
I keep seeing them post
not
like
last I checked.
they're posting like enemies and stuff like that, like a little
Yeah,
while ago.
it's apparently coming along because every now and then they'll put something out there.
Is it called Threads of Fate?
Yeah, I think
No.
so. You just let him say that?
It's
You just fucking win with it too.
I
think
was
it's
so
Threads
confident.
of Time.
Yeah, it might be it.
Might be Threads of Time.
Apparently, Threads of Fate was already a game
Yeah, Threads of Fate is.
to be announced. No date yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's
it
funny.
looks fantastic.
This motherfucker just let me go with it.
I mean, obviously, Chrono Trigger.
No. It has nothing.
Homage.
Hey, there's nothing. There's no sort of references. It is not inspired.
Really?
It was not. Those people who made that game have never even heard of Chrono Trigger. Chronos, is it? You talking about Chrono Cross? Maybe they might have heard of that one.
Jesus.
Maybe Radical Dreamers, but probably not Chrono Trigger. That's a niche game. You know how
Yeah.
many copies that game sold? Less than 5 million though.
That is true.
Yeah. I want to say that anytime Chrono Trigger gets brought up because I know a lot of you people stole that game. Okay.
Especially now.
Like, bro, and it's crazy because you could have got that game before everybody was doing all these remakes like Max Payne 3 needs. They did the Chrono Trigger port on the DS. Like, not even a 3DS, just a regular DS. You could have got that a long time ago if you really love that game the way you say.
Cutscenes and everything.
Yeah, cutscenes and all.
Yeah.
And with like some little monster tamer thing in there as well. I'm never gonna do that, but it was in there.
I know I own that version, but it's probably still sealed in my little game drawer.
But yeah, was it Threads of Time? Nothing, no relation, no correlation, no causation. Just completely brand new. But yeah, we can have room for. I think we need all of those games. We need more like mindless racing games. Like now we only got like F1 and like I don't know NASCAR sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like we ain't had no Need for Speed in a long time. They shut down the crew service.
What
Crew
happened?
One.
What was it? Dang, what was that company that ended up buying like all the other race cars?
Oh, you talking about the money laundering one?
Talking about
Entangled game or something like that?
it started with an E.
Yeah, I didn't like that either, by the way.
What?
The fact they started with an E as well. No company start with an E. Had no bad rep out here. Emergence is
What the hell was it called?
Embracer.
Embracer Group.
Embracer Group.
Was it them
Yeah.
that bought like Codemasters?
Yeah.
And what was the other big racing company? It was Codemasters and somebody else. Cause like they made like. But it seemed like for a while, like all the big racing companies were being bought up and made into like this one big super race company. But have they released anything since
No.
all that happened?
Also, Forza apparently is doing gangbusters on the PS5. So, like, they might just become the racing game.
I mean, what else is there?
It got Gran
Race-wise.
Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
And
The shell of what it used to be.
yeah, apparently.
How the mighty have
Now,
fallen.
I've heard the game had gotten better.
I mean,
But
I
it was-
remember everybody
wasn't it-
loved it at launch, and then all of a
But
sudden,
wasn't it full of microtransactions?
so
apparently, yeah.
So it's not even that it's full of microtransactions. You can actually progress in the game without paying money. Like you can get everything through in-game currency. So when the game first came out, people would like the message boards and stuff like that would be telling people like, hey, these are the races that give you the most, like these are the most efficient ways to grind the currency. And apparently they was watching and it was like, oh, that's the one y'all doing over and over. Decrease that one. Like every one of them that were giving out decent amounts, decrease it. And then they started making the cost for the vehicles higher, especially the ones that got launched post launch. Any I guess DLC because it was technically free, but yeah, they just made it like super grindy and people were like,
Super greasy.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember it went from
Games as a service is gonna work, Nolan. Okay, I know you don't think so because you got numbers and stuff, but you're thinking with your heart and not with your wallet.
Yeah, well,
You are thinking with your wallet because you're not paying, but
Sony was thinking with their wallets. You see what happened to them. So
it's just like, bro, seeping that into Gran Turismo is so crazy.
I mean, they basically wasted a whole generation working on that crap.
Yeah,
What game? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Just the
games
whole
as a
games as a
service.
service thing, and so now the whole PlayStation 5 generation is going to go through 5-6 years with only what two original games, 3.
Shit, they're gonna get to the PS6 before they have any more.
Yeah,
the Intergalactic is probably a PS6 game.
that's what folks are saying. So it's probably gonna be
We
a
got
PS6 game.
Ratchet and Clank. We got Spider-Man 2.
Ragnarok.
We got Ragnarok.
That's a PS4 game.
It's on PS4. Spider-Man 2 wasn't on PS4, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, wait.
No, that was a PS5 only.
Yeah, it was only
Yeah,
PS5.
yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay,
We had to make the jump
you're
then.
right,
Okay.
you're right, yeah,
because
yeah.
we kept going. We let you
Miles
get.
Morales was on PS4.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was
They
cross-gen.
let you get one more Horizon, and then we had to shut it down.
So there's Astro's Playroom,
Yep.
Astrobot,
Yep.
Yeah.
Concord.
I mean, does that count?
That doesn't count, does it? 'Cause
No, that can't count, bro. You struck,
I mean, I guess
struck it from the
was,
record.
It was
No,
technically released.
was Concord not on Xbox?
no,
No.
It was a first.
It
Bro,
was
a
first party.
hero shooter live service.
What about Death Stranding 2? Is it only on PS5? Or
Yes.
it's on PC too, isn't
No,
it?
that's on.
Yeah, that's a third party game.
Yeah, it's a third party game.
I started Death Stranding. by the way.
Sony owned
Crazy.
what Machine Head or is that the
Yeah.
name of the Kojima's company?
Kojima Project.
Sony was. I know Sony either owned it or had owned a big stake in it, but he bought basically his own company back.
Yeah.
And so now he's free to do whatever he wants with it. I'm sure stuff will still continue to come out on PlayStation, but
Yeah.
I think Death Stranding 2 is going to be on everything.
Ghost of Tsushima was PS4.
PS4.
Ghost of Yote.
Ghost of Yote.
That's
It
okay.
ain't out yet though.
It ain't out yet, but it is coming out this year.
Gran
According to them.
Turismo 7. Was it on PS4?
Nah, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Helldivers 2.
That's multi-platform though.
But yeah, it's on PC.
Yeah.
Horizon Call of the Mountain. Was that on?
That's the VR
right?
one.
I mean, still.
Bro, we counting VR now? It's nasty out here if we got to count VR.
I mean,
Is Forbidden West PS4?
Yeah, yeah, we had to get. That's why I said we had to give you one more Horizon because we couldn't get no PS5s out.
What about the Lego Horizon Adventures?
That's on the Switch.
that's on the Switch.
Is it?
yeah.
Oh.
Regular Switch. Shoot, not even Switch 2. Just regular ass Switch.
Lost Soul Aside? Is that multi?
That's not even out yet, is it?
No.
I don't think so.
No. It didn't get delayed.
I haven't heard anything about
Yeah, I
it
think it got
recently.
delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, it's slim pickings. Yard and L's, my boy. I think we had 5 games.
A couple of them were questionable.
Like books and spades. You got
Ratchet
3
and
in the
Clank.
possible.
Ratchet and Clank, definitely.
Yeah.
Returnal.
Return, okay. Ours is doing good.
Rise of the Ronin. Was that multi?
That's multiplayer. No, that was only on PlayStation.
Was it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a first party game though.
Bro,
Was it even a
it's-
second party game? That was a Tecmo. Wasn't
Tecmo
it
Koei.
Tecmo Koei?
Oh, it's on Xbox or on PC as well.
Okay.
I,
I'm about to say I knew it was on PC. But,
Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
probably did not come out on the PS5. That a PS5 game?
I think it was both. It might have been both
It had to
it
be
was
both.
probably cross
because it came out in 2020.
Yeah, bro. That's
So it was, yeah.
It
There ain't no
100%.
way it wasn't on.
You know
PS4.
they got rid of like all the Sackboy marketing. It's just been replaced by
Yeah,
Astrobot.
they just got rid of Sackboy.
Yeah, it don't exist.
It's
no
like
more.
they've decided, hey, this Sackboy thing really kind of caught on. I guess we should have been doing more stuff with that. So let's just get rid of this Sackboy thing and
We'll just keep the Astrobot.
get rid of the
We
get rid of the brown mascot and get this white one in here. Just
both a remake of Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2.
Bro, I'm
Oh,
not
my
even gonna
God.
entertain Tell them again, Nolan, about Last of Us.
Last of Us was a PlayStation 3 game. Resistance Fall of Man 3 came out after The Last of Us
It's such a good
on
idea.
the
Good job, Zach.
PS3.
Until Dawn, which was a remake of a.
That was definitely on PS4
Yeah, that was on
PS4 game.
Yeah. It's a good game,
and
though.
PC. Yeah.
We got the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection
Yeah.
The collection don't count because it's a collection of games that already
that
exist.
were on PS3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's about it.
That's it. That's at the end of the list.
That was the end of the list.
Yeah.
They
Oh, here
bet
we
it
go.
all and lost.
Here's a true list. PS5 true exclusive. Some may come to PC later.
I think that's fine. That's an exception.
Exclusive list not on PS4.
Yep.
Okay, Astrobot.
Okay.
Astro's Playroom. I like how they include both of those games.
Hey, those are separate launchable
they are
programs.
They are separate games.
Demon's Souls remake, which technically was on the PS3
But
and
it's a remake of a prior game, though. I'm talking about
Right.
new
Destruction All Stars,
I forgot about that. We played that for a little bit too. It was kind of fun.
Destruction.
Final Fantasy
We get in
VII
the cars, the special
Rebirth,
cars.
I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, Rebirth. Well,
which is a remake
It-
of a PS2 game or
it
PS1
eventually
game.
came out on. Yeah, that did eventually come out on PC and is about to come out on Switch 2 as well. So.
yeah.
Quantum Error is announced to come out to PC and Xbox.
Quantum Air.
I've never heard of that.
I could count it, sure, but it's inconsequential.
Apparently, it came out in 2023.
That's definitely inconsequential. I probably got buried.
Japan
though.
or Europe or something.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
Sure. Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
Metal Savior Black.
Nah.
It says canceled on PC a decade ago.
Oh, was it something that like they just released it on PS5? But
Yeah, it looks like it was like an old school shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of this is still third-party stuff, too. I'm talking about just Sony.
Yeah, I
made
know.
stuff. Yeah.
Neptunia Reverse,
Yeah,
which
we
is
not-
a remake. Rise of the Ronin. Shines Over the Damned. Silent Hill, The Short Message. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was.
Is that like some demo?
Well, they released it when they announced all the Silent Hill stuff. And
Oh,
then
yeah, they
released
never
that,
did.
that little short game with the girl
Yeah.
that killed herself or something, but now she's stuck in the hallways with the flowers and the other girl and I don't know.
Stellar Blade.
it's coming to PC. Like June.
Yeah, I know it's soon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like June
Yeah.
7th or something like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can we look at the Xbox list? Not because I'm trying to like
Compare.
judge, but like
But most of those are going to also be on PC.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at the Microsoft in-house first party games.
First party
Yeah,
exclusives.
yeah.
Because that was the thing Sony did so good with it on in the PS4. Heck, the PS3 era, too.
What?
Just coming out with stuff.
Games.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they got the PS5 and just nothing
All right. They're first party studios.
comparatively.
I mean, it's not even comparatively compared to themselves over the other
Yeah.
generations.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a list. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. It's just like your point about the games as a service is like we know that they were making a bunch of these things, and we know that because the ones that they released that they thought would be big failed, that they don't know they can't keep pumping money into those things. But in the meantime, that was supposed to be being released at the same time as these single player games, within the same time frames, to where it was like, not even talking about the way that Microsoft did it, where they're releasing within the same 6-week span, but like every other month would have been nice.
Yeah.
Like we're not getting like even when it first launched. So when it first launched, with let's say within the same 2 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we end up having at the shop? Because it wasn't that many games, but it was like it was the Demon Souls remake, Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, Obviously, the sports games, which we can count them or not count them, but like,
Yeah.
there wasn't that much left after like 4 or 5 months. There wasn't really anything coming, and then you started, like you say, you were getting the games that were PS4, PS5, but like that don't count, bud.
Yeah.
All right. So it's hard to differentiate Xbox because Xbox releases their games on everything essentially.
Yeah.
So we'll just go over their exclusives since 2020, which like I said, some of them will be on Xbox One just because they release it on everything. So you got Gears Tactics,
Okay.
Flight Simulator,
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2,
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
The Ancient Gods Part 2. I guess it's DLC for Doom Eternal. I don't know. Quake Remastered,
Oh yeah.
As Dusk Falls.
Quake remastered that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from 2021.
Okay.
As Dusk Falls.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's DLC.
That was an Xbox exclusive. I didn't
Yeah.
realize. Nice.
Grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pentiment.
I forgot about Pentiment.
Forgot about Pentiment. That won a lot of awards.
Deathloop was made only for the PS4 though, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
But it was made by
Oh,
Arcane,
Well,
which
it
is
was made by Arcane, but I think they were working on it before they were acquired by
yeah.
Bethesda,
Yeah.
who was then acquired by
Yeah.
Microsoft. Yeah.
because they had to release it first on PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they already had the deal. I think Bethesda already
it
had
ever
the deal
come to Xbox?
release
They
it.
did. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Yeah.
that's saying on there. But like that game was kind of old by then.
Yeah. Because it came out right before the PS5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Age of Empires 4.
I never played that.
Forza Motorsports.
Yeah,
Forza.
I don't know where that came from.
that's hilarious.
Starfield.
Starfield, yeah.
Remember that game?
Yep.
You remember Starfield?
Hi-Fi
Yeah,
Rush.
I played it a little bit a few weeks ago.
Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, I still need to go back and play that.
Minecraft Legends. Mighty Doom. Oh, it was only for the iOS. That don't count.
Yeah.
Quake 2 Remastered.
Yeah.
It's a
Played the crap out of
DLC. Ghostwire Tokyo. That
No,
wasn't that.
That was on PS5 first.
PS5, yeah.
That was part of that them acquiring game studios
That's right.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, God, Redfall.
Hey,
Redfall.
hey,
We had fun for like a minute.
look, the concept of the
The
game
concept was
good. The execution,
Yeah.
y'all should just gave them some more money, Microsoft. They told you they needed more time.
Yeah.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
That's when that came out, didn't it?
Yep.
Indiana Jones.
Hell yeah.
Well, that
Yeah,
doesn't
Call of
count.
Duty don't count.
Call of Duty. Age of Mythology Retold.
Yep.
That's DLC. Doom 1 and 2 Remastered. That doesn't really
none of
count.
that count. Diablo don't count.
World of Warcraft don't count. Fallout 76.
No, that came out on everything.
Did 76 come out on everything?
Yeah, it sure did.
It
Yeah.
launched
Did
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sea of Thieves.
that's been out for a while though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's still, it's ongoing. It's an ongoing. These
Yeah.
are ongoing games right now.
Oh, okay.
Same with Halo Infinite. Multiplayer is ongoing.
But you just think about how many games that we
just-
mentioned in
yeah.
that same time frame that would have been like, again, you can play what you want to play, and there were plenty of Sony stuff that was fantastic on that list. But
Oh, and it doesn't have any games for this year. So we have Doom Dark Ages.
yep,
Doom, Avowed.
Avowed.
South of Midnight.
South of
South of
Midnight.
Midnight.
We got what do we got coming? We got some stuff coming up too, right?
Yeah, let me see.
Well, actually, yeah, we'll probably hear about it in 3 weeks or so.
I know they have some stuff on the list to come.
Fable.
Yeah,
Fable, which I hear is probably going to be pushed back to next year, which I kind of thought was going to happen anyway because this year is already kind of stacked.
Gears of War E-Day.
yep.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Now Gears of War E-Day. Y'all think that's gonna that's probably gonna launch on everything at the same time, isn't it?
Talking about like on PlayStation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the way
Maybe.
they've been talking like they know the Gears collection is gonna launch.
I mean, Sony wouldn't mind. I'm sure they're like, hey, we need content. Lord knows we aren't doing it.
33 Immortals.
Yep.
That didn't already come out?
Yeah,
It's already out.
Oh, okay.
Perfect
They don't have
Dark.
this year.
Perfect
Yeah.
Dark is still coming. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
State of Decay 3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Adam Fall already came out.
Yeah.
There's another one that came out this year.
Oh, that other game, not Adam Fall, but the game with the ballerinas and all of that. Atomic Heart. Oh no, that was on
Atomic
PlayStation.
Heart.
That was on multi-platform, wasn't it?
I know it was on PC.
No, I think it was on PlayStation as
I
well.
don't know if it was on PlayStation or not. But yeah, but I think that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic Heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it would. I know it.
And
no,
that came out in 2023.
Yeah, it came out on
Oh,
game. It launched on
23, okay.
Game Pass, but yeah.
Yeah, it
February
sure
of 23, so almost 22.
did. Wow.
Yeah, I was playing that at the shop. God, it was a good game. Very underrated too.
I would have played it more had they let me freaking change the controls around, but they wouldn't let you. They'd only let you change certain buttons on keyboard and mouse controls.
Really?
I couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine if you couldn't set it up the way you wanted. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I played on PC. I think I was switching between, but I played
But
with
you played on
controller. Either way, yeah.
which is what it was built for.
Yeah. Creepy story, multiple endings too, and like,
I watched somebody play through it.
yeah,
Yeah.
ending you thought you was gonna get. Psh, yeah, they
Not
like
quite.
there's some weird ones. But yeah, it sucks, man, because you, like you said, Nolan, you get used to Sony just like releasing stuff, and just kind of keeping you fed. As like, if you're a person who is playing these games as they are released, you know, if you knocking them out, you got some dry spells ahead.
Well, why do you
Yeah.
think their most downloaded games on the PlayStation 5 are Xbox games? Like they're finally
That's
getting
exactly why.
Yeah,
they're getting games that they haven't had access to.
I mean,
that
I can only play The Last of Us 1 and 2 so many times.
what do you mean, bro? All right, so you telling me that you don't enjoy playing this game again while watching the critically acclaimed HBO series?
I don't watch the show either.
What? Is it not a good game, Nolan?
I've never cared for it. I see that it is a technical achievement. I just don't care for them.
I love the first one.
I've never cared for the games. I know
Only
everybody
played
always
2
thinks I'm
hours of the
crazy.
second one.
I am not going to watch the show because it's not a happy game, bro. Why would I just
Folks
like?
watching the show don't
It's like
know that.
It's like Walking Dead.
Yeah, and there was only so much I could take of that, and I was like, all right, I can't just keep watching tragedy every day.
Yeah, it can get rough.
Yeah, bro. Hey, look, man, I go to work every day, bro. I don't want to come home to that.
Here's a question:
What's up,
where's the Wolverine game?
bro? Stop talking about stuff that we don't. We showed you that trailer that. Remember the claws came out. I mean, y'all leaked it though. That's what happened.
I mean, I saw the leak too.
You see, y'all leaked it.
Gameplay, and the game looks interesting.
But y'all leaked it, so now we ixnay on the Ayla trays. Some of the games though, bro. They got to show something.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. It's like, is Sony going to show anything?
Dude said, I saw a Reddit post. The guy was like, I predict the PS6's launch titles: Wolverine, Intergalactic. like none of this stuff is coming.
None of this stuff coming for PS5. I don't know. I
MLB
can't agree.
2028.
I mean, yeah, the show's gonna be there.
I was so sad that it wasn't on Game Pass this year.
It was weird that that was a thing for like 4 years, and then no.
Because for some reason, I was like, I'm gonna play it this year.
I thought about just really locking in on it to try to
do the My Player mode or whatever.
bro.
they have.
Yes, and they got the Negro Leagues back because after Mookie Betts, they weren't gonna bring it back, but now they did. So, just tell me the history.
But then it wasn't on Game Pass. I'm like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, bro. You can't set the precedence for multiple years of just giving it to me and then being like, now we really starting to hit a stride with it.
I think Sony's like, no, we need sales. So we're just going
Yeah, because you can still technically buy it on the Xbox.
to take that off of Game Pass.
I feel like both the consoles this generation are just like in weird spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Microsoft's in the we can't get people to buy our system because you just can do
all
this
of our
on the
shit's
PC.
available on PC. Yeah.
Like having
Yeah,
Game
well,
Pass PC makes it real difficult to move units.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But the console itself is amazing.
I remember
is.
when they first announced Halo Infinite and that like original announced trailer that they showed that it was going to be on Xbox and PC at the same time. I remember thinking to myself, "Oh, I don't need an Xbox then," because I would want to play the PC version anyway. And it just kind of went.
Well, it's
from there.
cross-platform, and if you want to use the controller, you still can on PC. Like,
I don't want to use a controller. So.
yeah, but I'm saying, Nolan, if you were a person who wanted to, you're making it really hard for them to justify getting the system.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's like, I can get the full Halo experience
Yeah.
on my PC.
I mean, the only reason I would play anything on my Xbox is because I want to see it on my big TV. But I mean, you can technically do that with your computer too.
Yeah. You gonna move your monster into the living room? Probably not, huh?
I mean,
Hook that Series X up.
no, I mean I play Indiana Jones. I only play it on Xbox because I want to see it on the big TV.
That's how I play Expedition 33.
And the surround sound
Glorious,
and all of that
ain't
stuff too. Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
the
why
only way
I don't get to
Expedition
play
2.
as much.
Yeah,
Because if Danielle has to work in the morning, she goes to bed at like 8, so I can't play after 8. And I get home at 6:30, so what's the point?
Hey,
I'm just going to go on my PC.
hey, I'm just watch basketball.
Yeah. And then she's gotten back into Final Fantasy, so she takes up the TV.
Well, she's got to get through that. That's a good game.
Yeah, she's on the second game now.
Have you started the second game yet, though?
what?
Final Fantasy 7.
I didn't play the first one.
I thought you played the remake.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
You watch people play it.
that's right.
Yeah, I watch people play it. Yeah. I'll probably play it at some point.
No, you ain't.
No, I probably won't.
You just hear what we've been talking about this whole time? We ain't playing games. I should be playing games, but then I get home and I be tired. And basketball's on, so I just make a burger and then
Watch basketball.
watch basketball.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I got the iPad so that I can watch basketball and play the game.
I'm so
When I'm
tired.
I can't focus.
Did you finish Clear Obscure?
I am doing everything in my power to not finish.
Still not finish it.
I found a new area today. I was like, oh, I thought I was over here before. Nope. And then I go into a new area and I'm pretty high. My level's pretty good. And they be killing me fast. So I'll be like, all right, well, I got to figure out what I can do to fight these things now.
Post game content stuff.
Yeah, no. It's just so hard for it to get boring to me because of the interactions that it constantly forces. It's like that's why I can't play it if I'm tired, because I know I'm gonna start missing parries and dodges and I'm gonna get mad because I'm not performing as good as I can. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe obviously I don't have the min max items because I haven't looked up any guides or anything. But I feel like, bro, I'm like almost level 90. Like,
God damn.
Oh yeah.
I'm like 39.
I'm like 15.
Jonathan just said he was like almost 60.
Yeah, and I thought that was high.
Like, bro, I literally get on and just like fight stuff for like an hour or so and get a few levels and then.
That's what I was hoping to do today.
Yeah.
I did that a little bit. Like I said, I'm level 15. I just got to chapter 2.
That's about right though.
What's the beginning? What's the end of chapter 1?
When
You know what happens. Are we spoiling?
Yeah, we're talking about the game.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're
Spoiler alert.
That's what
Spoiler
we
alert.
did with Union Chronicles.
We did. We did.
So
All right. So spoiler alert. You can stop it right now. Expedition 33 spoilers. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
For
boom.
like the next 20 minutes.
I'll hold my right hand up for everybody on the video. So as long as this hand is up, we're still talking about spoilers.
Oh yeah, you do that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to help folks out. So
I appreciate
long time.
that. That's a long time.
so
ain't
yeah,
gonna
when we talked about it last week, I was in the camp. Remember, it was like when do we get to camp again? Apparently, that's why I turned the game off when you
Get the first
did
camp.
the part when you got to the camp where
Where
you
you get
talked
the
to
curator?
the curator was there.
my boy.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm in the camp now. Oh, this is okay. Apparently, I was there. So
Nice.
did all that. Went to the
Don't use them points, man. You don't know when you're gonna need them.
went to the
You can always redo it.
Well, see,
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm weird. Like when you give me the ability to customize points and stuff, I'll let them stack up because I'm always afraid I'll do the wrong build or something like
But
like
you
that.
got the recoats though.
I
You
know,
get the recoats.
I know, but
I've recoded twice.
I finally got to a point where where it was just like no matter how good at parrying or dodging I just was doing no more damage and stuff.
Oh,
So
you
it's
just had a bunch of points saved up.
I gotta start getting skills. And it's like, man, this would have made the game way easier earlier had I done some of this stuff. But yeah, so I did the village with
Gestral?
the Gestrals and went back in the so that manor, there's different doors that you go into and come back out into the manor and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, there are doors all over the world.
And then I went back out to the world and just started trying to get my levels up, because for some reason in my head that tournament there was going to be really difficult. So I got up to like level 13, 14, something like that. Now she started at a higher level than I was, I think.
Who,
And
to my CL?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, nah.
I think she started at 15.
Yeah,
She started 15. Yeah, I know she was higher than what I was.
Because Mael starts at like level 10.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you,
I
bro.
see, I
When I
think
found my A, I was like 15 already.
Yeah, but I think I was around the same level as she was when I found her.
Yeah,
But,
she came in low, and then
But
everybody came in low.
But I was like, man, this is gonna be difficult, man. All right, let's go in. I did the first fight, and it was like super easy. And I did the second fight. It was
but
like
you fighting
super
against straws,
easy.
man.
I was like, oh, well, I mean, you fought I guess,
Saskatoon?
going from fighting the ultimate Kakapates or whatever they were called.
There was a Scotapati or something like that.
I mean, it was the ultimate one.
But it was the ultimate one. So you
And
fighting regular ones.
there was the ultimate one, and then there was the more ultimate one.
Yeah, the most
with
ultimate.
with the shield.
Well, then you can
And
fight.
That was a little tougher until I realized you could break the shield. Well, you break the shield, or you break the arm that was holding the shield.
Break the arm that holds
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, once that was okay.
See, like little stuff like that, bro, just makes me like. That's why I'm like, I enjoy playing this game.
Yeah.
Just hitting little break points and just doing little stuff to change
Yeah.
the fight.
So, and then I got CL, and then you go to the cave to meet what's his name, the
SKA.
yeah, and do all the stuff with the rock, and
He got his rock. He can't swim unless he gets his rock. He get his stones,
he
man.
makes you fight the other guy, and it's like, I don't even have your dumb rock. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Hey man, the
The
mime in there.
dialogue in this game is so good.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it
actually
is.
clever, and
It can be really funny at times.
You got shot.
Yeah.
You got to say the password.
Oh God,
It's like, what's the password? You got to say, get out my way.
get
It's
out
like,
of my way,
all right, Gustav, you got to do it.
and you have to.
You got to yell it
You have to yell it.
as loud as possible. And he yells it, and the dude is like, you ain't got to yell at me, man.
You gotta be all
Jeez.
rude, man.
You have to be rude.
It's like, I'm sorry. That's what she told me what the password
I
was.
did-
I don't know anything. She didn't tell me anything about a password. You could just go, I guess. It's like, oh, jeez.
He's trying to apologize to him. It's like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Nope.
Yeah, but it took me a second to understand how SKA worked with getting rid of the rocks.
Mm-hmm. Like,
in
you got
the
to
overworld.
run.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And so, but then I just started exploring the overworld because I could get to other places. But then I'm like, I forgot where I was supposed to go.
There's a thing at the camp that tells you.
Well, I
hit the
finally
map.
realized, I could camp again and go to the thing. And
or
it
you
was
can
like-
just hit the map and it shows you where you need to go.
Yeah.
It didn't for some reason that particular time. Usually that's what I did, but for some
Yeah.
reason after you leave the Jestro village, or I think after you leave the cave where you find SKA,
Uh-huh.
I think he tells you to go toward the.
Oh yeah, it's like a direction, like towards
Yeah.
there's like the yellow stuff or something like that.
It's like go
Basically, the entire game you just go north.
Yes, what it is. Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
yeah.
You're trying to get closer and closer to the paint.
But I started, going all over the map and doing stuff and going places I probably wasn't supposed to be at.
Well, you can tell by the swirls when you play the game. If you go to a place and you are of equal level, when you go to the place on the overworld, the swirls around the entrance will be yellow. If you're stronger than everything, it will be blue. And if it's red, it's gonna say danger, and you probably don't want to go
I
in
did
there.
walk into one place that
You got
that
one
said
shot?
That yeah. Well, it said danger. I was like, nope.
Well, you ain't fight the sheep. You got to go fight the sheep the first time to see if you could do it.
Then got to the next part. Fought one freaking mime that I still don't know what to do
You do the same thing every time.
against. Oh my
Period.
god!
Yeah,
You gotta break it.
You got to
Yeah.
break it.
I couldn't figure out how to break it.
You gotta have a
Parry.
move that says break, but you gotta parry them because your damage isn't gonna do enough to build that break meter. You gotta parry all the mimes to get the break meter high enough to break them, and then you can do that. They don't have that much health in most cases for real. That's the whole when it starts and he goes, "I'm building a wall of protection." It's like this mother. Bro, mimes are weird. Okay,
Yeah,
but that's how you get all
So-
the mime clothes though.
but I do need to go back and fight that one now because
Yeah.
I was only like 13.
Oh, I went back and fought the mimes. So they all terrorized
Well,
me
I got to
beforehand.
remember where he was now. It was on on that path. But either way, I got to the next path, and it was like it reminded me of Metroid Dread. It's like you get a certain point in the game where you feel like you're really starting to get strong, and you're starting to kill enemies faster, and you got this awesome gun, and then you take the train to the next place that's like dark, and everything in there is killing you in like 2-3 hits.
Yeah, because it's dark.
I mean, the game gave you about 5 minutes of feeling awesome, and then it's like, nope, you are weak again.
That's why you gotta use them points, because this game will do that too.
So I had to start. Yeah, so I sat down and was like, okay, I need to start building out these characters. That helped a lot. I realized I had been playing with CL and never gave her any
Pictos.
I built her skills and Pictos and stuff. I never gave her. I never put anything into any of her stats.
Yeah.
For some reason in my head, she already had stuff in stats. I go there, she had like 50 something points, and I'm like, no wonder she keeps dying and does no damage. What the hell? So when I did, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like,
bro, she is so strong.
She's not
probably
that
the strongest
good.
character.
But yeah, when I finally,
she's definitely my strongest character.
Bro, when she's in
like
Twilight mode, something's going to get hurt.
Twilight mode.
Yeah.
Twilight. Yeah.
Yeah. I understood when I went through the tutorial for her, but now I kind of forgot how that stuff works. It's like you build up the cards.
I'll show you how. So that thing is misleading.
All the characters, they're all kind of weird.
Yeah, but like CL, so like hers is, so you can build stacks of each type of sunlight or lunar, right?
Right.
And the moves tell you which ones they give you. But the moment you have 1 and 1 of each, you go into Twilight mode for 2 turns, where you do extra damage, and then you put more stacks on anything you use those stack moves on with the cards. So what you in theory what you want to do is you want to build up like two suns and then get a moon, and then or at least build up at least a stack of the foretell before going into doing a lunar move, because they're gonna consume them. And so it gives it like basically, bro, you just build up damage and then you unleash it with it, and they get hurt real bad.
Well, yeah, I had a good little combo going when I started building out the stats. Now they go in the wrong order to do the combo.
Because of the speed stats has changed.
Yeah. I would do the other girl,
Loon.
Yeah. She would start. I'd put on fire, and then with my God, I can't remember anybody's name. Gustav. Thank you. Then with Gustav, I would do the Y skill to build up his charge attack. No, that's right. Never mind. That's why I realized. Wait a minute. I can do. No, that's right. I do a fire skill with her. I do the charge thing with her. I would get Mael into
Virtuoso.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of anything.
I'm locked in right now. I'm in here.
Then it would go back through with Lune. I would do whatever, and then with him I would do the mark, and then I would do the what you call it, and there was a certain enemy that I just kept doing that fight over. I would run back to the flag rest to bring that one fight up, and I just did that over.
Well, you
and
get
over
20% more XP when you get no damage clear. So then when you really start to hit that roll.
Yeah, but then when I got CL, she has a mark. She has a skill that does mark too. So that and I can get to it faster. So because I ended up changing out Gustav's sword with something else that did something else now. And yeah, either way, that's kind of the cool part about the game. And I know there are better. I'm sure there are better builds than what I have out there.
It doesn't matter. But like just when you start to hit those little strides and figure out this is what makes the combat side of the game so good.
Yeah.
When you got your little engine going and you're like, this is what I do, and boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And then like Zach said, bro, the story is just the twists and turns.
Well, yeah, I got to, I guess, probably the first twist or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Well, turn it. Definitely.
No, there was a twist. There's a twist when the game starts. Well, not when the game starts. When you head out on your expedition.
Oh well,
the first twist when old boy shows up.
Yeah, and like you are ready, man. I just watched my girlfriend die. I'm about to cross this sea,
bro. And
we are about to do this. I am going on this expedition. I am going to save for for those who come after,
Luminaire.
we are gonna end this. And like immediately.
Everybody dead except for like 5 people.
Bro, the thing with the hands, like that. So they get to the beach. He gives them he gives the leader, because you're not even the leader.
Yeah.
He gives the actual leader of the expedition the one hitter quitter. Like immediately he gone.
It's like
And
just
then-
gone.
And then other stuff starts showing up.
Lights just floating and taking folks up. And it's like, what?
Bro, everybody was getting murdered so crazy, so fast. It's like a Final Destination thing. The thing with the hand showed up, but Gustav was like, I'm gonna fight it. It's like, bro, Mario was like, bro, you can't fight that. We didn't train for whatever that is with the hands. No, we can't fight none of this. But I'll tell you what, you know what I done did? Everything from that cutscene, then felt my blade, buddy. Everything. I done went back and I'm talking about I done slayed all of them. Still finding stuff to slay. Because I'm hurting, dog.
Yeah.
So when you got to the end of chapter 1.
Yeah, you find Escape's rock. In long story short,
You can swim.
And that freaking boss with the lamps or whatever, and
You gotta get the order right.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, he wasn't that bad, really. Which
It took me a second to figure that
Bro,
out.
I didn't know what he wanted me to do at first. I was like, bro, we playing Simon for real?
Oh shit, I was just beating him without doing that part. And then
I figured I was like,
I got to
oh,
where
wait,
he
that
was
was in,
almost
like, a
dead,
order.
and I finally figured it out. I'm like, oh, this would have been so much easier.
Dude, I was so annoyed the first time because I swear I saw it right and I hit it and it was like, that ain't the right order. I was like, bro, you are lying. You are a liar. You got lamps and you lying.
So, yeah, I have questions. I
Okay,
don't,
no, you got your
I
hand
know
up.
you probably already know
know.
the answers to these, but
Bring him up because I don't remember.
well,
exactly
I
what happened
I
in
don't
the
want to know
first-
because I want to discover it myself.
Well, no,
but what's up with the girl with the mask?
Okay,
obviously?
yeah, that's a real question.
So we found out the white haired man. Okay, is it just me or is this white haired man and the other guy that shows up look like Gustav?
Yes, 100%.
Because I was
Yeah.
like,
I thought the same thing.
in my head, I was like,
Yeah.
so this is Gustav from the future stopping his past
Yes,
self
that's
from
what I
trying
was
to do
thinking
something.
too.
Dude,
I was thinking that
but
too.
it just turns out that
They just look similar.
that they only know how to make one French guy.
Yeah,
Bro,
face.
I was like, when he shows up on the beach,
I
Zach,
thought it was him.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
Oh shit, it's Gustav in the future. He
And
gonna
then-
tell us.
Yeah, and then
it wasn't.
and then the other guy shows up. And
I'm
he's-
like, you kinda
and-
look like him,
and
too.
he's got dark hair with the gray streaks in it. So this is him like midlife
Yeah.
or something.
This at the end.
But wait, no, he's got the scar on the other eye though.
Uh-huh.
And then he starts talking about shit and what's going on with they takes Mael to like this other dimension or something where he's talking to some chick who's like she should have never came here. She should have stayed home. Is
Yeah.
like so. In my head,
All right, keep going.
Don't answer.
No,
me.
no, not at all. Keep going.
But in my head, like, that's her mom at least, and maybe that's her dad. But I mean, I don't know if they'd be too old. I
No,
think.
because didn't they say that
Hey,
her parents died at the very beginning?
yeah, she's an orphan when the game starts.
Yeah,
She's an
yeah.
orphan. But this was
she's an
throwing me off.
orphan.
Wait,
But-
no, or did they go? Yeah, because their gomage happened like right after she was born.
Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be born. Like
She was an oops baby.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, she
So,
said that.
but
Maybe she hasn't said that for
Well,
you yet.
probably
No,
not.
no, I thought she said it like
Yeah, 'cause
early.
I think, because you talked to her about it.
Oh no, because you just got Verso.
Yeah.
But no, she doesn't tell Verso, right?
I thought she did.
I thought it was a discussion between Lune and Gustav. Saying you can't be so hard on her, or something like talking about her
Yeah, that's right. She was.
when he was trying to save her before he found her in the manor.
Yep. So I don't know. Either way,
Yeah, her parents. She was an oops baby, and her parents died in a gomage.
all I know is that I grinded to get him up some new stuff.
Yeah, Gustav.
Gustav.
Oh, he was my strongest character.
Yeah. Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
everybody's-
he had become mine. I was like, all right, I finally got this. Got
That little
got
combo,
this,
little sequence.
the tank I wanted him to be and everything. And
Bro, they built him up as like the main character.
yeah, I mean,
But
It's so
like-
nasty, but it's so great.
But I guess Mael's the main character, if there is a main character.
yeah. They kind of pull. I'm trying to remember. I remember there was an anime that was like this where, I guess kind of like Gurren Lagan. Not
No.
really, because I mean you meet who's the main character kind of first, but the other guy kind of seems like the other main character until he dies.
Yeah.
Oh well, spoiler for
You
that.
got your hand up. You can spoil whatever you want to now.
If you hadn't seen that, but I mean it happens relatively early in the story. But
Say your emotion. You can say whatever you want.
yeah, so but yeah, so that part comes up, and now I'm wondering what's up with the girl with the mask. Is that because in my head this was still that
what is it?
That was Mael from the future too.
Yeah.
But she's like a zombie. She's like a
she don't
she's
grow.
like a half gomaged half because the white haired guy and what's his name Verso apparently were from Expedition Zero. And
They weren't both from Expedition Zero, were they?
that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
And, he said so. This was the last thing I saw. He said that they don't know why, but certain folks from Expedition Zero stopped aging.
Yep.
Some of them still gomaged apparently, but some of them stopped aging. So I guess the white haired guy kept aging to a certain point, and then he aged to a certain point.
Well, no,
they stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing the girl with the mask
I almost.
kind of kept going because she kind of, I mean, that face don't look great.
Hey man, like you said, she in between.
The mask looks cool.
The mask does look cool, though.
I mean, but that's in my head. She's like half gomaged or something.
I thought she was like, I was like, maybe she's supposed
I
to
don't know anything
homage,
about her yet.
and it was supposed to be so in my mind I was like, all right, this was going on. When I got to this part, I had this is my theory. She was about to get homage, but somehow future Gustav figured out how to like use something with Nevrons. Like I was like, I bet he's like harvest, because remember he had the little thing and he was trying to figure out a way to like transmute them into something else, or like you harness their power and all of that.
Who? Gustav?
Oh, Gustav. Oh, with the arm.
Yeah. The whole point of the arm thing was like he was trying to harness the power.
Yeah,
power of him.
something like that. Yeah.
It didn't matter though, because he did the Kaioken times 10, and that dude was like, so. Bro,
I mean,
was so crazy.
He was in the wall.
They killed him off.
bro, when you talk about Gustav being your main, like your strongest person, I had a combo, like it's a combination of weapons and skills, but basically it was 2-turn max charge. So every other turn, I was hitting you with the fullness, and I'm like, yeah, this is
I liked his mechanic better.
than Verso.
Yeah.
I haven't played with Verso
listen.
yet, so I don't know.
Listen, Verso's mechanic is weird, especially going from Gustav.
It's essentially the same thing, but
It ain't.
it's not.
Yeah, yeah. There's some drawbacks to it, but it reminds me of a certain game that as soon as you get, when
But
you
he
play
has like
with,
all the same moves as Gustav. So it's
Yeah,
like,
but he's
why
got-
did you kill Gustav if you just give me the same fucking character?
he's got some heat though.
So,
I don't use him.
but yeah, that's
Are you protesting that?
Yeah, my team, the main team I use is Cecile, Luna, and the other guy.
Yeah. Okay.
so. Yeah, so that's where I am.
Because
Now,
you'll get one more character.
the last thing I did.
Yeah.
I tried to play it. I tried to play it Wednesday night, and I started it. I was in the camp. I blinked. 2 hours had passed.
Yeah,
it was
we go.
midnight.
Good
and,
gaming right
and I
there.
was still standing in the camp. I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. And so that was today. I was supposed to play it for at least 2-3 hours to get, somewhat deep into chapter 2 at least, or act 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Never
I'm
got a chance to.
just about finished with Act 2, if not finished.
But okay, so
Jonathan beat it.
so that's
Jonathan
where I
beat it.
am. Yeah.
Now he's doing all the open world stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't have to finish the open world stuff before you finish the game.
You do.
Oh.
Don't you know?
I mean, I might.
You gonna try?
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
mean,
I do.
I won't.
I am very interested in the story. I just want to know. I just want to figure out what the hell is going on.
Bro.
Because Gantz is what it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of. This is like freaking Gantz, man.
You thought this was the guy. He ain't the guy. He's an important guy, but he ain't the guy. Listen, you said you at the end of chapter 2, right? Or you
think so.
Okay. Bud,
I just killed the second Axon.
got you. Yeah. That.
I just finished the camp after that.
Oh, so you
I haven't. I'm right now. I started kind of exploring. When do you finish Act 2? Am I finished with Act 2?
No, Act 2 is when you get ready to do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You know her
There's
name
an-
is the
there's an
Paintress because
Act
she be
3?
painting. Huh?
There's an Act 3 though.
Yeah.
So I actually have a lot left.
Not yes and no.
How
Yes
many
and no.
acts is in the game?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But there are also some.
So it's actually a fairly short game if you just play through the story.
I think it's like 30 hours.
If you just play through the story,
yeah.
Because I'm almost done with Act 2, and I'm like at 15 hours.
They might say it might be less than. I thought it was 30 if you. Yeah, look it up. Look what's the
I'm
average.
at like 12 or 13, but I grinded for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't done
and
really any grinding.
I took the long path of grinding because I wasn't putting points into stuff. So my guys were just strong on their own until I finally got to that other place and everything was just whacking me. It's like, God dang it, man. I'm getting hit so hard. Okay, it's time to put some points in this stuff.
Yeah, the points they matter so much.
Main story, 26 to 30.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you're over halfway.
Some side content, 38 to 40. Completionists, 60 plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad.
No, it's not. It's not a long for a
It doesn't
turn-based RPG.
Feel long.
It's not. Oh no, the pacing of it, man. I mean, there's so many things about this game for me that I'm like, it's not just a good JRPG game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good game.
Wait, are we done with the spoilers now?
You can keep going.
Oh no!
You try to put your hand down?
Yeah, I'm
No,
just
it's not. Let me tell you. So, all right. So when you get past this part, right? Let me tell you what's going to happen. No, I really can't wait to discuss the entirety of the thing with everybody.
Putting it down.
Yeah, that's the end of the spoilers. Like I said, I just don't want it to end. Like, I don't know what the actual ending is. I've seen things that suggest it's multiple endings. That's one of the reasons why I keep fighting stuff, because I'm like, I don't know what triggers the different things, but I don't want it to be I didn't get rid of certain stuff or whatever it is. Because something makes me feel like, and it might not end up being nothing. It might just be like a choice at the end of the game, like half these games be doing. But for me, it's like all these things that are on the overworld, like I don't want that to factor into it. Because there's when you get to the part where it's like, all right, you can really just do what you want to or finish the game. The overworld is still like unexplored, basically.
It's full, yeah.
Yeah.
The main story doesn't take you through the whole world.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't want to get to the end and they're like, something happens and I'm like, well, why did mine happen like that? Oh, because you left the thing on the map and you got to get all of those. Like there's the chromatic enemies that you can find, like the sheep that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I know they strong versions of regular enemies, but also like, what if that's the thing I got to do? I don't know. I just don't want to look it up yet either.
But yeah. So that's Clear Obscure.
Yeah.
Check it out. It is worth the playthrough.
It's on everything, man. It just listen, front running for Game of the Year right now.
Yeah.
It's
It's a fairly unique genre too.
It is.
yeah.
Like they mashed a bunch of things together.
A JRPG with active battle mechanics.
French JRPG.
A French. Like
active,
it's so French.
Yeah. French JRPG
And they just
with
shoved it in
active
Souls
battle
engine.
and
Yes,
souls
stuff.
like content. It's like it's a mashup of a lot of stuff that somehow works.
It works together, yeah.
Yeah.
Works well.
Yeah.
You would never, if somebody told you like, hey, we're gonna make this Souls-like game, but instead of it being like action combat, we're gonna do JRPG, and we're gonna throw in like in the JRPG, we're gonna add a little action just to have the Dark Souls roots, but it's gonna be like Mario RPG.
Yes.
You think that's gonna be okay?
Well, then also we're gonna make it so that like it's gonna be weird. Some weird
It's
stuff
gonna be
about
some weird stuff.
it, right?
Yes.
As soon as you think you figure out what's going on, it's gonna get weird. But
Apparently.
But yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's definitely worth the playthrough. All right. So we ready for the last segment?
yeah.
Okay. So we're doing something a little different, a little new. We've done tier lists in the past. But we're going to do a blind tier list.
I thought about this. I saw this on something too, and I was like, we should do that, but I'm scared.
So what this is, we have 12 games. They're all NES titles, and we're going to rate them as best NES titles out of the 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have S, A, B, C, D, and all the way down to F. However, I'm only going to give you one game. You don't know all the games on the list. And you can only put one game as an S, 2 games as an A, 3 games as a B.
I don't like it.
4 games in the C tier, 2 games in the D tier, and then 1 game in the F tier.
Damn, Gyro might gonna be last.
And you do, like I said, and you can't move them after you put them on there.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So do you want to use your S right away, or do you want to save for something potential? I'm not going to participate. It's only going to be you, Darius, and Nolan, because I know all the games on the list.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all ready?
Don't make me hate you, man.
I will try.
All right. So the first game is Paperboy for the NES.
Oh.
Bro, why you doing this?
I mean,
Hey, what are you gonna say?
what?
You got to watch it. How you talk about some of these games. This is real for me. This is nostalgia. Okay. With that being said, it's probably going to end up in the D's.
That's what I was about to say too. It's like, honestly, I would probably put it in a D, at least a C, no higher than a C.
Yeah, bro. But what if, bro? If Gyrobite's on this list,
The F's still there.
okay. You didn't pick Gyrobite, did you, Zach?
So Paperboy.
I guess we're going to give him a D.
Yeah, I say D.
All right, Paperboy's in the D.
I'm sorry, Ron. I know you just the only episode you're ever gonna watch. I'm sorry about that. Paperboy doesn't suck. It's
Not that
just
it's a bad game. It's just, yeah.
spots are limited, man.
All right, you ready for the second game?
Bro, if it's worse than Paperboy, I'm gonna be so mad at you, know. River City Ransom?
River City Ransom.
That's a C. If that's what the type of stuff we going for,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably put.
because I feel like B is gonna be tough, bro. We only get 3 of those.
I know.
I'm telling you right now.
There's 12 total games if you
put
haven't
a
done the
Legend of
math
Zelda
yet.
game, that motherfucker's not getting more than a B. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
What
Nolan.
game?
A Legend of Zelda game. If it's on the list, it's not getting higher than a B, bro. We don't have time for this foolishness.
Oh Lord.
I don't care about your Triforces. I said I'm cool with C. I ain't might have to put that as a D too.
A D? I don't know.
Nah, that's a C.
That's
a C.
that's at least a C.
Nah, because they also thinking about the whole gameplay mechanics and all that stuff. It's got some meat on the potatoes.
Yeah.
Paperboy is just,
Yeah.
I'm cool with a C.
We're going C.
Yeah.
River City Ransom, a C.
Ah, come on, bro, don't say it.
I mean, I almost said B, but
Nah, I couldn't give you that.
it's probably
All
we
right.
don't know what's coming behind it.
Third game, Super Tecmo Bowl.
Shit, we gonna have a problem now, buddy. Because there's only one spot for that game, and Zach knows, and he knows where to put it. Okay, I became a man playing this game.
I say B.
Only one game gets to be S, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, Zach, you are a monster, bro. Why would you do this?
Oh my God. I mean, part of it wants to say C, but
Nolan, why would you make me be violent?
But no, yeah, B.
I'm gonna get this close from your face if you do that. Yeah, I take a B. Don't watch this. Ron really don't watch this. Listen, okay.
Super Tecmo Bowl, a B. Ready for the next one?
Sorry, Phil Sims. There better be some heat in this mug.
Metroid for the NES.
Why would you put that all the way at the bottom? Eyes getting tight. Because I got an idea of what might be on here. Just like thinking, right? Based on what we saw. Because I feel like he's trying to do this on purpose, bro. He's trying to make it hard.
It's definitely making it difficult, yeah.
Why you say what I said?
Because I wasn't walking in that trap.
Yo.
I wasn't pressing R1.
Okay, there we go. There we go. You get it. I sit right next to Tecmo Bowl as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yeah, I kind of want to give it an A.
I kind of want to give it to it too.
Because, I mean, you know,
Tecmo Bowl didn't get
I'm
an
a
A, so
huge Metroid fan.
it's a good game, man. Don't
But
have
there's
cutscenes when
definitely-
you throw the Jerry Rice, though.
But there's definitely better stuff on the console. But I don't know if it's on the list.
Yeah, you don't know. Cause see, like I feel like he gonna make me put a game somewhere that I really don't want to put it at, and I know if you do it, bro, you're not a good person. I want you to know that. You still got time to change because they can't see the screen.
I feel like if I put it at a B,
we got one more B left.
and then we fill up the B's, and then something that definitely should have been a B. Well, now it's got to be an A, and it's going to be over.
No, it ain't. It's gonna be an F or a C or a D.
Metroid.
The bar's been set. Super Tecmo Bowl is the bar. Really, that's really the A section now. I fixed it. That's a B, bro. It can't. Because if you can't put it at A, we're gonna have one A left and one S. That's not enough.
I know.
He devious over here. Look at him.
Yeah, this hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, because you betrayed Sakaguchi, or what's his name?
So we're putting Metroid at B?
Yeah, we put Metroid at B. It's your fault. You made us do that. We didn't want to.
Metroid is part of the B's.
B's a good company.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Well, I mean, it can't be
so-
a B.
Well.
He said, well.
What? No. Question is, so
Is there a game that's on? Is there a game that exists for the
on the
NES,
NES, I know.
that is an S? That is a higher game to you than Super Mario Brothers 3. Because I'll be honest with you, there's only one game that I might take the conversation of, and it's not because it's actually better. It's just because I hold it in such a special place in my heart. But as far as like just overall stats, like if we playing 2K and we talking about overall numbers, that's Michael Jordan right there.
I know. I've never liked 3 as much as everybody else did.
Because you like World.
No, I love World. Yeah. I still think World is the best of the 2D games. That's not to say that 3 is bad by no means, and it is clearly one of the best NES games ever made.
Yeah, because so you don't have to compare it to World. You just compare it to NES games.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's definitely the pinnacle. But what else is on the list?
Boy, scared to put an S so fast.
Is that what it is, Nolan? You don't want to commit to the S? Because I'm going to tell you now, bro, we're not putting Legend of Zelda at S. I don't care if it's the only spot left. I refuse.
What is your other? You said there's another game.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it because I don't want you to I don't want you to like flinch or nothing if I say it and then I know it's there. Or I don't know. And it's not really, I mean, it ain't.
Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, bro, I feel like I don't want to waste the S spot on something else. I feel like this is like the surefire bet. This is like drafting LeBron James. He gonna be good. You know you gonna get maximum out of this.
Well,
Okay. Carmelo's cool, but he also be hanging around in Baltimore.
I guess the question is, would I be okay with anything else behind it not being an S? If I thought
cool.
that it was.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it being an S. Because I feel like if we put it as an A, then something else is going to go up there. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I'm not going to, like, maybe if it's Kung Fu. Maybe. Kung Fu. Maybe.
I was thinking like a Steinix or something.
I don't even know what that is.
It was like a side-scrolling, like hack and slash. You were like a guy with armor and like a sword.
Oh,
and
no, I ain't playing no weird stuff like that. I was playing Ghouls and Ghosts. Like a real man. And Rygar.
Rygar, yeah.
You got Rygar on the list? I could consider that up there with it.
Legend of Cage.
I thought that was Kage.
Which, well, of course, we know it is now. But
Oh, you talking about back then?
That's what everybody called it back
Yeah,
then.
it was Legend of Cage.
It was
Look at
Legend
it.
of Cage, man. Love that game.
So where's Super Mario Brothers 3 going?
You know where it's got to go, bro.
You say it first.
It is an S.
So is Super Mario Brothers 3 going to the S?
Yup.
Yeah, I'm okay with it at S, yeah.
S is completely stacked.
It's
Why you got to make it a thing to say again?
It's complete.
It's complete.
Nothing else can go in the S's.
Transaction has been completed.
Yeah.
All right.
F. Go ahead and say whatever. What it is?
Number 6. Blades of Steel.
Oh, wow.
That's a good C.
Yeah, yeah.
See? That's
Yeah.
quick. Blades
Yeah.
of Steel going into the
It's a
C's.
solid game, but it's I think it's a fair rating. Yep.
All right, number 7.
I agree.
The Legend of Zelda.
F.
What do you mean F?
F.
No.
Nah, that's a B. I'm not putting it in A.
Why not?
Because it's got to be a game that's better than that.
See, that's my S, but whatever.
I know that's your S, and that's not an S. Mm-hmm. Okay, Link to the Past is an S. This is a good B plus. You telling me that's better than Tecmo Bowl?
Yes.
It ain't got no cutscenes. Name one.
The beginning of it.
No, it don't. Nuh-uh. It just come on. It's a swing, and then you go.
Dangerous to go alone.
Yeah, dangerous to go alone.
Bro, that's just text. I'm talking about dudes moving, dun 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 dun. Pageantry. The bunny on the side of the Tecmo, like, what up with it though?
I forgot all about that, buddy. A.
An A? We ain't got one more A slot left.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you have it. That's an A.
All right, Legend of Zelda is going
Cartridge
into the
was
A's.
gold though.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Cartridge was gold.
All right, number 8.
Hoops.
Final Fantasy.
I knew it. I was like, well, no. Watch. Final Fantasy's coming right behind
That's
it.
a B.
So,
Game just tell you to go. It don't even tell you nothing. You make your dudes and it be like, cool, y'all good. Y'all going out there.
so you're in the castle now. Now you gotta go over here, and now you fight this dude. And okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it was the start of. Well, it wasn't the start of JRPGs. Dragon Quest
Warrior,
already
yeah.
existed. So, but it was the start of, obviously the franchise. Took Square to levels. They went from almost going away, which is why the game was called Final Fantasy, because if the game didn't sell, they were going out of business.
Bro, such a wild thing to be like, we're gonna call our game This Is It, dog. It's the Final
It's
Fantasy.
the Final Fantasy.
This is it. If this don't work, we gotta start kicking in those.
Yep.
Like, this is it. I don't want to give up our last A spot, man. I'm tell you that now.
No, yeah.
Much as I do appreciate this game, I actually appreciate it more going back later to play it.
Yeah.
Because like they pulled this off on this thing.
But I mean, in some ways, yeah, but it's also kind of rough too when you sit there and you attack something and then somebody else kills the enemy and the next guy swings at an empty slot. That drives me insane.
But you had targeted that spot though,
I know,
and that's why you missed it because ain't nothing there no more.
Just attack the next.
That's
enemy.
Final Fantasy 2, Nolan. We don't have to do that shit.
Yeah, I'm in between a B and a C.
Ooh, you thinking a C for Final Fantasy?
Well,
You heard that, Steven? That's what he said. I ain't say that. I said I was cool with a B.
yeah, we'll go with B.
You sure about that? You ain't
Yeah.
put it up there yet. You sure want to do C? Because we ain't got no more B slots if we do that.
Well, I know that's what.
Yeah, give it a
that's
C.
That's what I was thinking.
Golly. You got the sequel on his act?
What are we doing?
Put it at a C.
We're going C?
Yeah, we're going C.
C for Final Fantasy.
Don't say nothing. Say something in the comments, but don't say nothing. Though.
It's a classic, but
So is River City Ransom, Blazing Steel.
in the
They
grand
in
scheme
good
of
company.
things, yeah.
All right. Number 9. Kung Fu.
Look who got a spot in the A section. Dong. That's the sound when you die, bro. The game goes dong. And then if you die to a boss to make you feel worse as a child, they put a laugh. They used 80% of the game's memory to program because that's all it can handle. And you 6, and now you got a stream of tears coming down because the dude laughing at you, and it's game over. And if you make a noise, you gotta go to bed. That's what happens.
What's the asterisk for?
I don't know, bro. They used to just put stuff on things back then. It's probably like illegal in Indonesia or something. Or it's probably the asterisk probably means like you gotta look on the book and it's like this ain't the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
He ain't named Daniel.
Yeah,
Don't get us in trouble, please.
probably.
I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy. It ain't gonna be. It's might be right next to Paperboy.
That's why I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
Listen, let me tell you,
love
Kung
this
Fu.
game.
I
It's
love you.
classic. Yeah,
I love you.
But yeah, it's probably a D.
It's a D. Yeah. Zach, what's wrong with you, bro? You can put more slots in the B.
So the D's are full,
Yeah.
with Kung Fu taking up the last D spot.
Yo.
Before we move on to the 10th game, let's do a little quick recap.
Okay.
So, in their only S tier slot, they put Super Mario Brothers 3. Their A slot has Legend of Zelda with one more slot available. In the B's, they have Super Tecmo Bowl and Metroid with one more slot left. In the C's, they have River City Ransom, Blades of Steel, and Final Fantasy with one more slot. And in D's, they've already filled it with Paperboy and Kung Fu.
I also want to take a second to apologize to the Crenshaw household. Listen, I had to go 50-50 with Nolan. He don't know no better. He be playing Legend of Zelda and weird games, and I be trying to play Paperboy. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
I'm a team player.
Number 10, Battletoads.
That alone is an A, I think.
Man,
Nah, it's gonna be it's going right where.
I still remember renting this game. I remember reading about it in the magazines and then renting it and bringing it home, and it was like, that first level was so cool, and then the second level, okay, this was all right, and then the turbo tunnel was like,
This is fun. You having fun.
It was fun.
Hitting crows with bales of yourself is fun. This is fun now.
Yeah.
Getting hit by the laser you didn't see coming. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
You stole one of your brother's lives because that's what type of player you are. You ran out early, so you took one of his.
Or I grabbed him and threw him off the edge because I could.
Yeah, anybody who did friendly fire in Battletoads, you probably had silver teeth. I'm gonna tell you that now. I know what type of person you are. It's gotta be in the C's, man. Ain't a lot of space.
Yeah.
Cause I can't get it no higher than that. I mean, you can put it in the F. That seems rude.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a game in the F slot, Nolan.
I know.
It's gonna be good too. Golly, Zach, what's wrong with you, man? Should put Final Fantasy in there. For F. We could have been like, we could have played it out. No, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it means
you're the only one.
Yeah. What do you think it's C?
That's all I can really think of. Like, I like Battletoads a lot, but if I had to make the line be like Super Metro or Metroid and like Super Tecmo Bowl, it ain't quite get the run as them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it pretty much got like, River City Ransom. It really got the Kung Fu. It should have been another D slot because it would have been there. But unless you want to put in an F.
No, it definitely doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that to the pause menu.
No.
Come on, man.
What do you say, C?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
Max out.
All right. C?
Yeah.
C.
Battletoads is a C, taking up the last slot in the C's. So all we got left is 1B, 1A, and an F.
It's gonna get so gross, bro. It's
Number
your fault.
11. Oh, there's 13 games. Why did I say 12 earlier?
I was letting you have it.
Mega Man.
F. I'm gonna tell you that now, bud. You gonna have to put it down now. That old drawing of that dude who ain't even in the game, you gotta sit down there, bud. It ain't even Rockman that you voting the F on. You voting on Mega Man. That dude's terrible right now. He can't even slide yet. He can't slide to Mega Man 2.
It's true.
So I mean, come on, bro. What we doing? He ain't no B. He damn sure ain't no A. If this was Mega Man X, he'd probably be S.
But what if the next game is Gyromite
Then it's gonna be an A like it's supposed to be.
or Gumshoe?
What are you saying? Oh, you had no gun, did you?
I did.
Well, then Gumshoe's a great game.
And he even had one without a cord. He had a wireless.
Yeah, I
one.
had a wireless one too. I literally just talked to Justin yesterday about it. I was like, "How'd you feel when you walked outside and them kids said, ooh?" Because he walked out with the gun without the cord. He cut the cable off, Nolan, and he walked outside like he had done like the smartest thing ever. And he looked at everybody. He's like, "Look at this," and they was like, "Ooh." Imagine being 6 years old, Nolan, and all of your peers make the one noise that lets you know you finna get a whooping. Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh snaps! So yeah, ain't no other spot for it, my boy. Castlevania could be on the list. Think about that. Castlevania could be on the list. Okay,
Yeah.
Ghosts and Goblins could be on the list.
Ghost and Goblin.
That's better than Mega Man 1.
It's debatable. Yeah.
Godzilla could be on the list. But if you pick like if you don't pick the game on the list that I think you're supposed to have on this list, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Air Fortress could be on the list.
Yep. Ye Are Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
Little Ninja Brothers. Mother 1 could be on the list. It's not on the list. I know that's not on the list. Mighty Final Fight. What? TMNT Tournament Fighters.
Oh God, the NES version.
The NES version.
I
No,
just finished getting the achievement for that on the Steam.
you played it.
Yeah, on the Cowbun collection.
I
I
ain't
was just
playing
getting.
that. That's a joke.
I was just going and getting all the achievements, and it was like, ooh, so Tournament Fighters on pretty much everything else but the SNES kind of sucks.
Yeah, the Genesis one was a little. It wasn't awful, but it's a downgrade. It's a little,
the NES one was.
that's awful. That shouldn't have been made.
It's very
So put Mega Man at an F.
unique.
Like a man. I hope Steven sees this and he is fuming. But it's not X, Steven. It's not good yet. It ain't.
Yeah,
I know
and
you
then
ain't played it.
And then there's 2 games left.
Yep.
So I'm basically betting that those two games are going to be better than.
Bro, based on the stuff
Mega
that we
Man.
picked already, there's a great chance that they're better than Mega Man 1.
All right, fine. F.
There we go.
We'll put Mega Man at F.
I hope y'all get so mad. I hope we
Filling
get
the slot of the F
dozens of
category with
comments.
Mega Man.
It's just for him. That's what the F means. It's just for you, buddy.
All right, number 12. Bayou Billy.
See?
It's 3
what you
games
made
in
me
1,
do.
Nolan.
See what you made me do.
No, it's 3 games in 1. Okay. Also, apparently, this is the game that they rented when Larry found out he was allergic to sailfish. So he got terrible memories associated with Bayou Billy, like almost dying.
So now Bayou Billy's out of got to be.
It's gonna be an A. It's gonna be an A. Because you know it's gonna be last, right?
What?
Top Gun.
Oh, okay. So B then.
B for Bayou Billy.
Yeah, B
All
for
right.
Bayou Billy.
We'll put
Exactly.
B for the Bayou Billy. Filling up the B category. So what's left? Just an A. What could it be?
What could it be?
We're gonna be
The 13th final game. Castlevania.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Y'all didn't do too bad.
That wasn't so bad.
bro, I don't see no problem with the list at
I
all.
knew I should have put Mega Man at B. So Bayou Billy could be in the F where it belongs.
That does not
And then
belong.
Castlevania been up there
How many
and we would've
games?
been okay.
How many gameplay modes is in Mega Man? 1. How many gameplays in Bayou Billy? 3. There's a beat 'em up mode, a airboat mode, and then a first person shooter mode.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, look at the cover of the Bayou Billy, man. That's Konami. That's a real game maker.
It looks like the Castlevania cover art.
It's almost the same as the
does look very
Castlevania,
similar,
art,
yeah.
except for skaters instead of Dracula.
Yeah.
We might have used the same resources. I think the list is perfect. Honestly, I would only switch out Bayou Billy with one of the maybe Final Fantasy. That would be okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. I should have got tech with
I mean, I would
should have fought for it.
I mean, if it were me, I mean, Bayou Billy would be at the bottom. Mega Man would be at least a C, and Battletoads would move up to a B.
I rocks with that. But this list is perfect, by the way. Okay, guys? That's the best, onlyest way you could do this list. We did it.
We did it.
I'm really disappointed in you, Zach, and you know why.
Well, no, I don't.
Because TMNT arcade game is not on the list.
Oh, I was actually trying to put Manhattan Project on the list.
I'd have put that in the F.
And
Really? I love Manhattan
I
Project.
couldn't get a good cover art for it.
It was difficult when I first played it. The first time we rented it, it seemed harder than the arcade one because we didn't know the game yet, like we did. And so I was like, "Oh, this game sucks." And then later on, I played it.
And
And
I
I was
also
like, "It's good."
I also threw this together in like 5 minutes.
No, you did good, man. You did fantastic.
Yep.
We like to hear y'all versions of it. So take the final one. So what we do? What's the breakdown? We got Super Mario Brothers 3 as an S is the best game. Legend of Zelda and Castlevania as our A representatives. We got Tecmo Super Bowl, Metroid, and Bayou Billy as the B ranked games. River City Ransom, Blades of Steel, Final Fantasy, and Battletoads as a C. I know that's gonna get some people upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unreasonable, because I don't know why, but I know you are. The D's. Now I'm telling you, young dares would be so upset at this list just for putting Paperboy and Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Like what? I played those games on black and white TVs.
But objectively,
No one. That alone is an S. And then down there where he belongs, Mega Man. Dead last. It's just hard, bro. It's that game's so hard. They be cheating. You be falling through stuff when you jump through them. Like, what would you do differently on that list, Zach?
No, I mean, there's not. I mean, the way that it was presented, it wasn't. I thought maybe I was actually surprised where Blade of Steel went so early.
Lower?
Huh?
You thought it was gonna be lower?
Yeah.
Nah, Blaze of Steel is underrated.
Love
man.
that game.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Blaze
too.
of Steel.
I just thought it would be based on the nature of the list.
Mm-hmm.
It would have gone lower.
But you also put it like dead in the middle too.
Also thought River City Ransom would have been higher.
Nah, if you'd put Double Dragon, that would have been Double Dragon 2 would have been higher. I thought you were gonna put Ninja Gaiden on here, and you did not.
I almost did. Almost did.
Yeah, that would have been S, and I wouldn't have talked. I would have took nothing else. I don't care if Super Mario Brothers 3 would have already been up there. I'd be like, take it down.
Yeah, that would have been at least an A.
Yeah, because it's got cutscenes too.
It does.
Yeah.
The next one we do will be much better.
That bitch. Now, yeah, I think we should do another blind one. I think that was really fun. Maybe
It would have been even more fun if it was 3 of you, though.
it would have.
It would have been a bigger fight, I'm sure.
No, it would have been more in line with what I wanted because he knows better.
He knows better.
Definitely. There was no way that if it would have been you and Stevie here that there would have been an argument against Zelda getting A or S potentially.
Shit.
Yeah, it might have been a little
I
bit
don't want
more
that.
holdout. It's like, I'm pretty sure Zelda's going to be on this list, and that's the S, man. I'm sorry.
Nope. I would if it was
I'm
both
sure
of y'all.
Tecmo Bowl would have been a lot lower.
Yeah, see, nasty right there. Yeah, I don't like that.
Maybe.
Because Steven would have been like, nah.
Nah, see, can't have it. Phil Sims demands to be on top. Yeah, but yeah, that was super fun. Look forward to doing that again. Maybe we'll have to do it so that Zach can participate.
Yeah.
He likes always having the curtain unveiled already for him.
Mm-hmm.
Shame. But yeah, be back next week. It's on you.
What?
We're gonna be coming back next week. Back on schedule now.
This is like 3 in a row, isn't it?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Okay. As we get ready, we do need to do our pre summer of games predictions and.
Well, yeah, next week we'll be 2 weeks out, so yeah.
Be a good time. Yeah. See, look, we already got an
Well,
idea.
either next week or the week after.
Shit, we're 1, 2, 3 weeks away from the Switch 2 launch.
Yep.
Bryce, that's absurd.
Yep.
And I still don't. I never got an email.
You didn't get you get an email, Nolan?
Not
Nobody
yet.
I didn't even. You know what though? I didn't even see people posting that they got emails.
Yeah, I don't. Did anybody get emails?
I don't know of anybody that did either.
Because that thing's kind of weird.
I kind of had an idea that emails may not be going out as much because when I went back to that page just to look at it, and the part that said, "Hey, you know, you will receive it on launch day," all of a sudden it's like, "Hey, so you may not get it on the 5th."
I'm gonna try my luck at going to a retailer on that day.
Yeah.
I don't know how early I need to get up, but
Like I said before, if I don't get one when it comes out, it's not a huge loss. I'll eventually get one because the game I really want to play ain't coming out at launch anyway. So
yeah, I want to play Mario Kart.
I do want to play Mario.
I do want to play that, yeah. But
And I think it's gonna be fun. We get everybody together.
It'll still be fun 6 months
Honestly, I
later.
really want to do an unboxing that night with the podcast.
That would be really fun.
yeah.
So, but
We'll figure it out.
yeah,
All right. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe.
please tell people to subscribe.
Trying to get to 500.
Trying to get to 500. We are at not 500 right now. Let me see where we are.
Yeah, put a counter up there.
I ain't doing that. We're just gonna tell you verbally.
Or you could go to our YouTube page and you can see it.
328.
328. So we are 172 away. That's nothing. Just tell some people you work with, and then you're gonna have to explain to them why you told them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But they'll get it. Once they watch it, they'll get it.
I don't have to watch.
Yes, they do, Nolan. They have to.
I mean,
they have to
it'd be nice.
subscribe,
It'd be nice,
like,
but-
comment, and watch. Please. But yeah, we'd like to do that. I think we can. Till next time. Peace.